running is a really, really good way to just decompress and get rid of those like feelings of sadness, because even though my granddad was old and he had a good and brilliant life and long life, and we were really lucky, there is like quite a big gap in my life without one of my grandparents. And even in the final years when things were like pretty bad, you would still see these glimmers of this funny guy who was wondering when we were going to get married, or wondering what we were up to. And yeah, it was difficult to see that fade away, but also know how embarrassed my granddad was to be in the position where people were having to care for him in that way, because he was a really proud and independent man.
After he passed, it was something that we were talking about for a while, of trying to do some kind of fundraising, because there's obviously, it affects so many people regardless of which walk of life you've come from.
Now I realise how much of a difficult experience it can be for people. I want to do as much as I can to help prevent, to help fundraise for research.
Everything that's happened in our lives stems back to our grandparents and our granddad coming by himself, leaving his wife and kids back in India to come to England to set up a life and show that resilience, that strength. Every time we were at the start line of a race last year, or it's that courage that, well, I've got to finish this, because if my granddad was in, he'd tell me off if I didn't. So.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really difficult thing to go through at the end, and so we need as many strong charities and organisations that can help to support families, and as much brilliant research that can hopefully eradicate it or get rid of it at some point in our lifetimes. And we've done it before with other things, I'm sure we can do it with this.